All right, Shalom. I want to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to my apostle, elders of great meals on the rule well. Peace and salutation, all that I can pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This is going to be a real brief lesson, but basically going in on who you see on the screen, the ones that's running the show, this theater of war that's taking place through the four corners of the earth, that's sponsored by these big nose rats, man. And this is, I just want to read this quote real quick. It says, to learn who rules over you, simply find out who you are not allowed to criticize, man. And we understand when you even speak out against the small hat people, the 1948ers, they will what? They'll cancel your ass. Just like they did with Nick Cannon, Ice Cube, they'll test you, man, because why? They control them. But we come through this spirit and power, how about Shemal Shah? Our weapons, our warfare, not carnal. Our trust is not in this devil, man. They control the rap game. They control Hollywood. They control the diamond districts. They control the money, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, man. They control the central banks. But, hey, we, through the spirit and power, how about Shemal Shah, hey, we know their destiny, man. We know that these devils is on their way out of here, and they know that, man. Cause they know that we know the prophecies, man. The Lord's he's gonna put you down, Amalekites down, man. And this even going back to the time of King Saul, man. King Saul was commanded through the Lord to put you down, Amalekites down, man. But he didn't. And then what happened, man? Y'all wiggled y'all ass back up in the position of power, man. And real quick, I'm gonna get that account. This is the book of Samuel 15. And I'll start at verse 2. Thus said the Lord of hosts, I remember what the Amalekite did to the Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt, man. And that's what they did, man. Let's grab that account real quick. You got to understand these devils always been waging war with the Israelites, man. This is the book of Psalms 137, verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, man. So they always trying to always bring tension amongst our nation to find a position of trying to slaughter us, man. Just like they do now, man. With the rap industry, with Hollywood, they always trying to figure out a ways, snares, and traps that keep our people in the state of oppression and keep our people in the state of confusion. And especially in the society, man. Because when you get the head tribe of Judah, the rest of the tribes trickle on down and follow as well. Because Judah is what? The trendsetter. Judah is the head tribe. All the other tribes follow what Judah do. That's the so-called Negro. This is why they constantly slaying the so-called Negro and making him seem as this big buffoon and idiot in the society, man. That's what they doing to the tribe of Judah, man. Let me jump back. This is the book of Samuel 15 and verse 3. Now go to smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they had, and spare them not, but slay both maid, woman, infants, suckling, ox, and sheep, camel, and ass. And that's what the Lord told King Saul to do, but he didn't, man. King Saul didn't. So he spared Hagag, man. And it said right here. And he took Hagag, the king of Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and best of his sheep and of his ox and of the fillings and of the lambs and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them. So he basically had mercy on them. The Lord told him to put them to death. And this is why what happened, Saul gradually got taken out of the position of power by the Lord, man. And who was set up? Our King David, man. Our King David was a man after the Most High heart. Saul did according to what he wanted to do. That's why the scripture say, lean not on our own understanding. Him leaning on his own understanding. Now you have these devils back in the position of rulership, man. But we know this is all the will of how about Shemal Shah, man. But the Lord ain't forgot what you damn Amalekites been doing to the nation of Israel, man. Especially the time now. The Lord is about to break that scepter, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 25 and verse 17, backing up that account that we were speaking about in the book of Samuel. And this is the book of Samuel. No, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 17. Remember what the Amalekite did unto thee by the way wherein ye came forth out of Egypt, how he met thee the way and smote and hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and feared not Yahweh. Therefore ye shall be when the Lord thy power given thee rest in all thy enemies around about in the land which thou, Yahweh, thy power give thee for an inheritance, and possess it. Thou shalt bow out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. And that's so the Lord is telling these Amalekites he ain't forgot what they've been doing, man. The Lord ain't forgot what you devils been doing, man. All this shit you do towards the tribes and all this heavy witchcraft you push amongst the Israelites, man. The Lord ain't forgot. He's gonna blot you out of heaven, man. That's written. Since King Saul didn't do it, the Lord's gonna do it. And this is your time. Your time's up now, because you gradually taking your kingdom down, because you about to be ushered in slavery, man. This is going on now. You devils is out of here. So the Lord said He's gonna blot you out of heaven. Thus says the scriptures, man. That's not my words. That's the words of the Lord. And you devils know it, because you know who you are. You got the relics. You got the history. You know who you are, and you know what's coming to you, man. And you know what's coming for us. Oh, this is the kingdom of heaven, and y'all is gonna be under our foot. This is the book of Exodus 17, verse 14. And Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in the book, or rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for will early put out the remembrance of Amalek under the heaven. But Moses built an altar and called the name of it Joshua Vashim. If I said that right, Salaki brothers, if I didn't. But so the Lord is he's gonna put these damn Amalekites out of heaven, put their remembrance out of heaven, man. Showing you that's written both times, how the Lord just used the precepts to showing you that He haven't forgot what you devils been doing to His people, man. So you're gonna get took out of position in heaven very, very quick, man. And that represents what? A position of rulership, man. You're gonna get taken out of position of rulership. Also, you're gonna get burnt the fuck up. And you reading the book of Obadiah, man. Y'all gonna be burnt up. The Lord's gonna burn y'all ass up, man. Real quick, this is the book of Numbers 25, 24. And 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Showing you devils is through, man. He got you an ultimate trick bag, man. It ain't nothing good when you look up Amalek, man. Showing that you devils know that who you are in position of rulership now. Your name gonna be took out of remembrance of heaven, man. Out of position of rulership. You're gonna perish forever like your own dung. Come on, man. The joke's on you. This is book of Job 18 and verse 15. And it shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his Shalak. Let me start up. No, I started 15 again. Shalak. Book of Job chapter 18 verse 15. And it shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his brimstone shall be scattered up upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. And that's talking about you Amalekites and you Edomites as a whole, as a nation. And it said, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. And that's what's coming to you devils very, very soon, man. Your position of rulership is falling, man, right before your eyes. And you devils know it. He shall neither have no son or nephew among his people, or any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they had went before were frightened. Surely which are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not Yahweh. So that's what's coming. Y'all gonna be taken out of position of rulership, and you're gonna perish. Like you read in the book of Job, like you read in the book of Obadiah. Let's get it. You're gonna perish, man. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. They represent the 12 tribes of Israel. And it says, the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall no more be remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So it's not going to be no remaining. Or you Edomites, you just read it in the book of Job, the 18th chapter. No more remembrance of your nephew, none of that. You're done. This is it for you. This is the last position of power that you Edomites have, man. Especially you Amalekites, man. You got it coming for you, man. You think everything's all good now. We'll see when the Lord pull up. Like the brother say, everybody tough till the angels pull up. It's the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 5. Verse 4. No, it's not this of old, since man been placed on earth. This is this of old, man. That the trumpet of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. So your little rulership is nothing but been for a moment, man. Your position of rulership, you getting all the dominion and hegemony over the earth since the Renaissance is just but for a moment, barely a blink for what's coming for the Israelites, man. Eternity. That's why we're saying, man, you Amalekites is through. This is it. All your witchcraft and your sorceries and divinations and all the sex trafficking, all the wickedness you've been doing, it's up. The time is up. You through. Everybody's caught on to who you are, man. Everybody know that you're not the biblical Israelites and the biblical Jews that line up with the Bible and line up with prophecies, man. Even your own nation of Edomites is speaking against you, man. Showing that you're not the true people, man. And the Lord's exposed you in the last days. So now the gig is up, man. The gig is up. You devils are done, man. So Lord willing, just edifying through the Spirit, man. So like if I was stumbling over my words, just, through the Spirit, Lord willing, was edifying. I want to say, call, hello, Yumla, Yahweh, by Hashem, Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honor to my apostle, elders of great millstone to rule well. Peace and salutation, honor, and pushing this truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.